The FBI released files containing allegations about the late Martin Luther King's political and personal life, documents collected during a time when the FBI surveilled and tried to discredit the civil rights leader. The 48-page document claims King had a string of extramarital affairs, indulged in sex orgies, and was suspected of fathering a daughter out of wedlock.
Reset TV. Reset TV. What is happening? It's Gravitating Away. I am your host. And it's some crazy stuff going on, man. Some crazy stuff going on. Let's get right to it, man. So Sexyy Red does a AI Photoshop of her holding hands, seemingly in an intimate moment with Martin Luther King. I ain't take it too deep, and we'll get to that reason shortly. But a lot of people expressed certain opinions, and long and behold, B.A. King, that's Bernice King, one of Martin Luther King's daughters, she comes out and she expresses her opinion, man. I didn't really want to do this, but I think it's important we touch upon it, right? So let's go ahead and see what she had to say. And between me and y'all, I think this is foolishness. What a waste of time. But we gotta talk about it, right? She says this is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, deplorable, disrespectful to my family and my father, who is not here to respond himself because he was assassinated. Damn, talk about gaslighting. Jesus. For working for your civil and human rights and to end war and poverty, please delete. Yo, this sound like a campaign run, man. No disrespect to the seed of MLK, man. No disrespect to MLK himself, but yo, this is gaslighting. Like, can we just lighten up for a second? Oh no, Reset, we can't be lighting up about MLK. Why? He wasn't God. Listen, if we're to be truthful, a lot of people got issues about the whole civil rights movement spearheaded, right, by MLK, in terms of black businesses being shut down, black schools being shut down, basically black progress being dissipated, right? Basically being suppressed, definitely fading away. That was the start of it, the civil rights movement. Now, who am I to take away from a brother, right, that's revered? The first thing you damn near learn about black history in school is Martin Luther King. Forget all the other notable people. They throw you Martin Luther King. Me, myself, I'm a Malcolm X guy. But that's neither here nor there. But we could touch upon certain things they don't want y'all to touch, right? Or rather, no. And for me, that's the fact that I've done a lot of research growing up trying to learn these characters. Malcolm X kind of snitched a little bit, said a few things, so I did my research. And you know, if y'all don't remember, the FBI really did try to destroy Martin Luther King, man, with wiretaps, all type of stuff. You know, they were hoping people would discredit him, but the one evidence they had against him, again, was on wiretaps, and Martin Luther King was basically at orgies. Not my words, because I know some of y'all not listening, your emotions will take over yourselves, and you'll act so surprised a black man of power. I mean, this could be any man in general. Race doesn't matter, right? Any man in general could basically be messing with anybody else despite them being married with a family and revered and all that other crap. But think about this black man of power. He was exposed basically, right, for being a part of certain parties, orgies, affairs, and those affairs, by the way, very interesting, was linked with a lot of white women. And I know some of y'all don't want to hear this. Shout out to Coretta, because she knew about some of this, especially in the wiretaps, right? And I'll put some links in the description, but just do your research. Don't take none of my words for it if you think I'm being a fool. But Coretta was just one of those strong black women that a lot of y'all couldn't handle today, right? Knowing your famous activist husband was doing his own thing. It was nothing new back then for a lot of men of notoriety to be doing this. Hell, JFK and his brother Robert Kennedy was tag teaming what's her face? They were basically tag teaming Marilyn Monroe and all sorts of affairs. But see, back then the FBI knew that even discovering this type of information about Martin, right? This type of information, Martin, you know, committing infidelity, being a part of certain parties, i.e. orgies, and having multiple affairs, they knew that it wouldn't work. They tried, but understand this, back then in the 60s, 50s, maybe some portions of the 70s, but definitely in the 60s and 50s and so on, a lot of media outlets didn't want to touch messy stuff like that. I mean, that era, although it had its qualms and a lot of issues, folks understood the respect of the family. So even if you came right with dirt about, you know, somebody and you want to ruin their character, you know, no pun intended when I say trying to character assassinate Martin Luther King, nobody wanted to touch it. Yes, even in those racist days, not even the powerful white media outlets wanted to touch Martin Luther King's affairs. They thought it was distasteful, and it was just something that was not necessarily known for, you know, media outlets of that time engaging in those type of behaviors. They really frowned upon it. So yeah, the FBI had a lot of wires, tapes, right, on Martin, a lot of evidence, pictures, etc., but they couldn't do nothing with it. Today, a lot of y'all would judge MLK. I still don't judge him because of a lot of his affairs and the things he was engaging in, because the way I looked at it, Martin was just being a man. He's not Jesus Christ, y'all. He still fought for a cause, had some issues going on. Shout out to Malcolm X for exposing it. Y'all check out that Malcolm X autobiography. It's pretty dope. Alex Haley wrote it, but it was mostly Malcolm's memoirs. And he talks about a lot of this stuff, man. A lot of stuff that will have you looking at MLK a different way. But nonetheless, MLK wasn't innocent. So for Martin Luther King's daughter to come out here and try to basically give a "I have a dream" speech about her dad, and all Sexyy Red did was just post a pic of them holding hands, somewhat intimate. Was it distasteful? That's not for me to judge. I know the internet is going crazy about it, but to be fair, some folks are saying MLK's daughter was tripping. Now I get it, Sexyy Red is not necessarily the standard for a classy woman, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna gaslight this situation and make it look like MLK was some type of saint. I'm sorry, not sorry. You feel me? That's just me. What say y'all in the comment section? Let me meet y'all there. Was Sexyy Red tripping, or was she just doing what she was doing? You feel me? Being who she is, and that's all it was. Just getting clout, trying to be seen. Nothing, you know, nothing too crazy. But y'all tell me what y'all feel about this in the comment section. This was Gravitating Away on Reset TV. And look, man, this don't need a reset. Bernice, you need a reset. This ain't the 60s, man. Because if we really knew, or rather, if the world were to be exposed about what your dad was doing, I think the least of your worries would be about what Sexyy Red posted. That's all I'm saying. But I'ma holla at y'all, and let me know if y'all knew any of this about Martin Luther King, because I know y'all never get, you know, privy information about what King was like, right, in his personal life. But yeah, unfortunately, the FBI had a lot of this man's dirt. You know, it's just nobody was taking it. You know, nobody wanted to expose him and do him dirty. So did y'all know about this? Because I did in high school, but y'all let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna meet y'all there. I'ma holla.